Welcome to another edition of What the Fuck Happenings in the YouTube Atheist Community. I have to come up with a new phrase. Anyway, and discussion, whatnot. Beer. So anyway, using a different camera. Anyway, different. It's a big deal. Who cares? Yeah, no one cares. Anyway. So yeah, last night was quite adequate. I got tired, so I did whatever, 5 hours or so. But I have been just thinking so much, and I have been busy with life stuff. So yeah, I'm entitled. Maybe I'm getting old. I'm feeling old. But anyway, that's besides the point, right? Yeah, you don't care. Well, you might care. You might be interested, but it really doesn't mean anything. So yeah, last night theme-wise, we did some talking about the next Vlogger Dome episode, which is going to be this education reform stuff. Paying the kids instead of the teachers idea. And if we migrated to such a system, we'd be much better off and all that. So me and old fan worked on that, even though nobody else seems terribly interested in the project. There are some people who have PM'd me. I do have to respond to you, and I will get to that and such. Yeah, see, I'm way behind, actually. Yeah, I'm really way behind. And when I think about that shit. And then some physics talk, which, there was some chicks in the room, and that just wiped them right out. We got serious. I decided to get, shall we have interesting conversation or intelligent conversation? And we chose intelligent, and the girls ran away. That was all pretty tragic. Apparently, Tiny Chat is being censored, because of my name, donotgod. The room is being blocked by many ISPs, they're all kind of, networking with each other. So, there's a few companies usually involved in your internet service provision, your provision of service. Yeah, your provision of the service. So, anywhere in that network, somebody can be can do something evil. And anyway, so that's apparently what's happening. Is one of these little companies is deciding to impose its censorship on the internet. And it just seems so obviously, grotesquely a violation of the whole point of the internet. You'd think they would know they shouldn't do that. But somehow they're getting away with it. But it does seem like there's enough evidence in that that's what's happening, because people are able to get into other rooms, no problem. They can make rooms, no problem, but they can't get into mine. It just seems, if it was just one or two complaints, you'd say, okay, maybe it's just some sort of glitch. But it seems to be a quite deliberate glitch. So I'm being conspired against, that sort of news. But it won't make the news, of course. You get down this whole thing just because, people are just so stupid on so many levels. There's levels of stupidity. Something like, volumes of stupidity. Amplitudes. The vector amplitude of stupidity comes in a, various angle and pitch. The physics stuff is really polluting my brain. I like that. I'm becoming quite literate with some of the language they use. So I like that part of it. I have been educated in the process of, learning how stupid they are. Yeah, they're stupid. It was just stupid to say photons go through both slits. It's just stupid. And, so yeah, you gotta go find the right answer. And so in finding that answer, I ended up stumbling upon the whole ball game. It's like I fell on the pot of gold, as I was looking for a bucket of diamonds. Yeah, I found the pot of gold. So that was pretty cool. Got a whole new, I'll making a draft science video today, is I thought of a new thing today. Every day something some new angle occurs to me, and how, oh shit, that applies to that, and that applies to, oh yeah, that, oh shit, that, yeah, that does it. So it really is quite fun, in a way, to be just watching the evolution of this new conceptual understanding. Just, you know, it's just expanding. And that's just my one little brain. Wait till, you know, the real scientists, you know, wait till they can get with the program. You know, they're going to start, I think, making a lot more predictions and discoveries and whatnotting, because they'll have the right foundation, you know, a foundation closer to reality. And other stuff that they didn't understand will, you know, fit into the puzzle pieces thing and whatnot. So anyway, it's all very, yeah, it is sort of distracting my psychology, I have to admit. I'm a little, you know, just because it's new and it's something, you know, it's almost like Christmas. You know, you're seeing what kind of thought thing will occur to me tomorrow. You know, you have this anticipation about where the next, you know, click on the tumbler, you'll hear the click. It's, I got another number. You know, that you're really close to really unlocking the safe, kind of thing. Something like that. It's a metaphor. So, you know, but yeah, I'm getting absolutely zero support in this endeavor, which is, you know, typical. So I'm not taking that to heart or anything. It's just irritating because I'm not getting any critical critique either. I'm not getting any respectable critique. I'm just getting insults, if I get anything at all. And you know, even the last video on magnetism, you know, currently the ratings are, I think, you know, 4 thumbs up and 8 thumbs down. And it's a perfectly fair video, you know, in terms of a reasonable explanation. You know, not a single comment to go with those 8 thumbs down. You know, so none of them had the guts to actually say something relevant or meaningful, demonstrating why what I'm saying can't be right. You know, it's just really obnoxious. But it's YouTube, the obnoxious medium where trolls run free and everybody else has got to eat shit. So, the other thing I have been doing is, you know, trying to find scientific blogs, you know, blogs that deal with physics anyway, specifically. And, yeah, it's kind of a wasteland. It really is. You know, some people are producing pretty good content in terms of a decent blog, you know, they post something once a month or whatever. But, you know, 2 or 3 comments. Most of the comments are stupid. You know, some guy says, "It's my birthday today." It's a physics blog, you know, what the fuck. You know, and then some other asshole will respond to him, "Well, happy birthday." Yeah, so that's 2 of the 3 comments. So it is rather dismal, the you know, lack of interest in science subjects, it appears. You know, even in the community of the scientifically able, you know, the professional types and whatnot, you think they'd even have some kind of chatter with us themselves. Maybe they're doing it in a back room somewhere, you know, in a private places or something. They don't do any of that shit publicly. But it does seem kind of strange that you just don't see much chatter among them. Yeah, it's just, you know, and yeah. So, you know, there's not much on my, you know, sorry, I don't want to dominate this video with that kind of conversation. Some good videos, let's see. Oh, well, that's troublesome. Yeah. Old Van did make an interesting personal video, you know, sort of attempting to document the progression of her cynicism in life. You know, the recognition of some of these watershed moments, whatever you want to call them, these realizations that you may be caught up in something way beyond your control, you know, that has only, you know, futile desolation, you know, as the goal, you know, complete deconstruction and annihilation of, you know, all the value you may have created. You know, an interesting idea of the, you know, what's more missable about us if we were to be annihilated. You know, that the collection of movies, you know, that the human race has made might be more valuable than their actual experiences, than their actual adventures. That they're, you know, have a quality and a meaning and a, you know, a narrative value and an explanational reality to them, you know, in terms of expressing, sometimes in a beautiful way, the best parts of us, so to speak. You know, it is kind of a filtered rendition of both our the good of us and the bad of us. So anyways, I'm not doing a very good at paraphrasing her video, but yeah, it's very an interesting portrayal of a thought process. And the fact is that we do seem to, you know, we do care in a very preposterous manner. You know, sometimes the things right in front of us mean nothing, and something, you know, a kitten is trapped in a fire 500 miles away, and, you know, everybody's going to send money to go rescue the kitten. You know, this kind of, you know, we just don't have a, you know, we're not able to reasonableize into our psychology, you know, the knowledge, you know, of our philosophy or our understanding. You know, it's just the nature of being an animal with a brain, you know, rather than a brain with an animal. Something like that. And let's see what else. And a jogger coming. Kind of a slow, putsy one. But I'll probably be one of those soon. Heading that way. You know. How you doing? Okay. Well, anyway, shouldn't block them. Like I said, I'm heading there. On the road. On the aged road. Yuck. Alright, so other videos. Yeah, there really weren't any, right? Really, I made some. But, you know, the same old deal. Just responding to the outrageous claims of others regarding the inability to dissect reality in, you know, within a framework of reason and evidence. Certainly are infinitely capable of doing that. I mean, there's a ton of evidence all around us. You know, you could just turn over rocks and discover all kinds of truths about reality. So they're out there to grab. And if you have done it in any kind of disciplined way and paid any attention to science and such, yeah, there's, you know, lots and lots of evidence of what the game is. And, you know, how duped into playing it we are by just a mechanism of motivation clearly driving us. The words we even use, sex drive, you know, we're even admitting that we're being driven there. You know, that it's not a, you know, it's not something made out of rational choice, rational decision making, let me put it that way. Brains don't choose, they decide. So anyway, what else? Yeah, I don't know if there's much else to say. But yeah, thank you to the regulars who do show up, and we will perhaps try to find a new medium for the room. I mean, it's really not Tiny Chat's fault, I suppose, they're getting blocked. But who knows? They might be doing some of the blocking too. They could be evil. So, Google Plus doesn't, I really just don't want to do Google Plus if I can avoid it, but, yeah, I don't know. But, maybe we'll do Google Plus twice a month instead of once. Yeah, so, as soon as I start saying that kind of shit, it's going to be, all right, let's do it 3 times, and then, it's just going to take over. Anyway, we'll see. We'll just do what we're going to, do what I'm going to do. We'll see what happens when we get there. Yeah. It all seems kind of an uncharted path we're walking here. It's kind of, you got to make it as you go, and so yeah, it gets a little windy and folds around, and it's not going to look too efficient in hindsight, but frankly I'm doing the best I can, and this, I can say that, right? I probably can do better, just I don't know how to do better. So I guess it's the same as you can't do something you don't know how to do. I guess you could say it that way. So anyway, enough. I probably just zoomed in. This camera's, it's a minnow. Me and old fan were discussing cameras. These are just not great for vlogging. Boy, the last day or two of the pool, just beautiful, clear color. Yeah, I didn't realize this year I kind of let it get a little fuzzy. That was I should have shocked it a little harder. Man, this is really a nice clearness that it didn't have. It wasn't horrible, but it just wasn't as good as it should have been. So anyway, till next time.